Now we are going to learn how to solve exercise 26. Fill up the following table and memorize and get it tested. Now let us understand what this table is. You can see the first statement here. Square of 1 is equal to something, right? So let us understand what this something is. For example, if I write 4 and a small 2 on the top of it, then this whole thing is called the power, okay? This 4 is called the base of this power. And this tiny 2 is called the exponent. The meaning of this 4 with 2 on the top of it is 4 times 4. If I had 4 as the base and 3 as an exponent, then the meaning would be 4 times 4 times 4. You get this? If I had 2 as the base and 5 as an exponent, then the meaning of this would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You can see that I have multiplied 2 with itself 5 times. Yes or no? So these are the powers, and these are called expanded form of the powers. Okay? If I want to write these expanded forms of the power in the standard form, then this will be equal to 16. This will be equal to 64. And this will be equal to 32. I hope that this part is absolutely clear to you. Now I have given you these three powers. Okay? I want you to write them in the expanded form and then in the standard form. Okay? So you can pause the video now, finish this exercise, show your answer to your teacher, and then you can proceed further. Now, let us understand this exercise. This is a special type of power. Why is it a special type of power? Because the exponent is 2. Now, when the exponent is 2, we can say that this power is a square. And a square of what? The base. So square of 1. If I have this number 4 with the exponent 2, then we can say that this is square of 4. Okay? We can also call this 1 squared. Or here it is 4 squared. Now there is a geometrical meaning of this squared, but you will learn that when you will solve problems from the textbook. Okay, for now we are going to ignore that geometric part. So let us focus on this exercise now. Square of 1 means the base is 1 and the exponent is 2. And in the expanded form, we can write as 1 times 1. And in the standard form, it is 1 times 1 is 1. Yes or no? Similarly, square of 2 is equal to 2 squared, which is equal to 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Square of 3 is 3 squared is equal to 3 times 3 is equal to 9. You get it? So similarly, you have to fill up the entire table from square of 1 to square of 25. And you have to write each of these expressions. You get it? And after that, you have to memorize this. So if I ask you, what is the square of 5? Then you should be able to answer that the square of 5 is 25. Okay? If I ask you what is the square of 12, then you have to say that the square of 12 is 144. You understand this? So now, fill up this entire table and let your teacher verify for the correctness of the answers. Get it? Now, you can see that the number of this exercise is 1, which is incorrect. Let us call this 26A. Okay? Now, in this exercise, first we are going to learn a special sign, that is this sign. The sign given here, right? This sign is called the radical sign. Now, if I write any number in this radical sign, for example, I have written 4 within this radical sign, then I can read this as square root of 4. If I write 9 within this radical sign, then I can read it as square root of 9. Now, in exercise 26, you learned about the squares. Yes or no? So you learned that 2 squared is equal to 4. That is what you learned in exercise 26. Now, square and square root, they are opposite operations. So let me write that down. What does that mean? Which means square of 2 is 4 and square root of 4 is 2. Get it? So again, square of 5 is equal to 25. Yes? And square root of 25 is equal to 5. Similarly, square of 7 is equal to 49 and square root of 49 is equal to 7. I hope this is clear to you. Now, let us understand this exercise. I have given you one example here. Square root of 4 is equal to 4 within the radical sign, right? So this much part you understand. You also understand that square of 2 is equal to 4. So square root of 4 is equal to 2. Yes or no? Which means you understand that the square root of 4 is equal to 2, right? Now what is this? Why have I written this expression here? Let us understand. See, I have written this to explain you one special shortcut. Okay? And to explain that shortcut, I am going to tell you one story. Consider the radical sign as a prison. Okay? So this is a prison. And both of these numbers are same numbers. So we will consider them as twin prisoners. So we have 2 times 2. Both are twins, right? When you have twins in the prison, they will think of breaking the prison and run away. Okay? But when they try to break the prison, one of the twins will die and other will break free. So you get 2. So what have we done here? We found out the square root of 4 using a shortcut method, right? So if you have this kind of expression, you do not have to turn it into square root of 4 and then write 2. You can straight away write 2 from this expression. Got it? Similarly, if I have this expression, square root of 247 times 247. Now, you do not have to actually multiply them and then find the square root. You can straight away see that this is the prison and these two are twins, right? Multiplied by each other. So when they try to break the prison, one twin will die and the other will be free. Got it? Now we are going to learn exercise 27. These problems are similar to the problems that you solved using BEDMAS. The only thing that I want to highlight here is that the way 2 squared is an exponent, square root of 36 is also an exponent. And what does that mean? It means this one has the priority just after the brackets. So for example, 7 plus 3 within the pair of brackets minus square root of 4 times 2. Then the brackets will have higher priority, which means I have to solve this first. So this is equal to 7 plus 3 is 10 minus square root of 4 times 2. Now I have negative sign, I have multiplication sign, and I have an exponent here. So I have to now solve this part. So that is equal to 10 minus square root of 4 is 2 times 2. That is equal to. Now I have negative sign here, multiplication here. Multiplication has the higher priority. Yes, so I have to solve this part first. So 10 minus 2 times 2 is 4. This is equal to 6. I hope this is clear to you, right? So now you can solve all these problems and show your answers to your teacher. Now we are going to learn how to solve exercise 28. Explain multiplication by breaking numbers based on the place values. So let us understand this using an example. Let us say you want to multiply 4 and 12. So you already know 12 times 4 is equal to 48. Yes or no? But instead of using the direct multiplication, I am going to teach you a different method. 4 has only one place. Yes or no? That is 4. So I'll keep 4 as 4 times 12 can be written in the expanded form as 10 plus 2. Yes or no? Now I am going to apply the distributive property of the multiplication. So how to apply this property? Let us see. I am writing this expression again. 4 times 10 plus 2. Now I have to multiply 4 by 10 plus 4 by 2. So I am going to write this as 4 times 10 plus 4 times 2. 4 times 10 is 40. Don't forget to write the equal signs, okay? 4 times 10 is 40 plus 4 times 2 is 8. That is equal to 48. Right? So we have got the same answer as here. Then why should we use this property? Because this makes it easy to multiply large numbers. Let us take one more example. Let us say I want to multiply 28 by 32. Now you can't use the times tables here, right? So I am going to break each of these numbers based on the place values. So in the expanded form, I can write this as 20 plus 8 times 30 plus 2. Yes or no? Now I am going to apply the distributive property, which means 20 will be multiplied by 30, 20 will be multiplied by 2, 8 will be multiplied by 30, and 8 will be multiplied by 2. So first I am going to multiply 20 and 30. So I will say 20 times 30 plus 20 times 2 plus 8 times 30 plus 8 times 2. Now these multiplications are simpler, right? Let us start with the first one. 20 times 30. How to multiply this? You just multiply 2 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And then add all the zeros. We have 1 0 here and 1 0 here. So 0 0. 600 plus 20 times 2. Again, all you have to do is multiply 2 and 2. So that is 4. And add the 0 here. So 40 plus 8 times 30. Same method again. 8 times 3 is 24. And this 0 will go here. Plus 8 times 2 is 16. Got it? That is equal to. Now if you add all these numbers, then you will have 896. Got it? So this is another way to multiply two numbers. So now you have to copy these two examples so that you can solve few practice problems. Okay? So now I have given you these 6 problems. Okay? So you have to apply the distributive property and solve these problems. Okay? And once you are done with this, then you have to show your answers to your teacher. Now exercise 29 and 30. This exercise is just a review of grade 5. Okay? So if you already know how to perform the long division, then I suggest that you solve first 5 problems and show your answer to your teacher. And if you don't know how to solve this, then you have to refer to grade 5 videos for problem set 12. That is this problem set. Okay? Go through the video from grade 5 for this particular problem set and solve all the problems here. Got it? And as I said, if you already know how to perform this division, solve first 5 problems, show your answers to your teacher, and you can solve the rest of the problems at home. Sounds good?